Michelle, that's right. With me now is man of the moment, Nigel Farage, just given 3 hours of testimony to the House Judiciary Committee. A long time. We value his time after that long time in front of them. How do you find giving evidence here on Capitol Hill compared to Parliament?
Well, what I like about it is you have to stand up and swear an oath. You're effectively in a court of law. And I don't think... I think we could learn a lot from this. I think if you had ministers being questioned under oath, as opposed to just standing up in Parliament, reading out a statement, there's something we can learn from this.
You got a hard time though, didn't you, from some of the Democratic politicians accusing you of wanting to raise money from your tech bro friends for your fringe party, to use that language?
Well, I think, to be fair, I gave as good as I got, and I think I answered all of that. Look, you know, there's obviously a partisan divide, because I'm here and they associate me with Trump, and I get that. But actually, the truth of it is that the issue of free speech should not be a left or right-wing issue at all.
Your central point is that you've got an Irishman, Graham Linehan, tweeting from America, offending someone in Britain and being arrested by 5 individuals, coppers, with guns in Britain. That's the problem. It's a real issue for Americans now.
It's a real issue for American individuals who could be arrested the way that Mr Linehan was, but it's an even bigger issue in some ways for companies. Think of the vast amount of business that we do with American companies and they do with British companies. Why would an executive of a tech firm want to set foot in Britain? Why would they invest money in Britain under this current situation? So this is something that really needs to be sorted.
Have you heard of companies saying they won't invest in Britain because of our treatment towards freedom of speech?
Well, I think we're very early into this. It's only a couple of weeks ago that the Online Safety Act actually came into being, which added and compounded to what was there before. But I'm just putting myself. I'm an American investor. I'm in the tech space where people have opinions. Am I going to invest in Britain? I'm going to think twice. So this needs to be mended. And this will be a good thing for our country.
Earlier in the Commons, you were called unpatriotic by the Prime Minister for being here. He said you're encouraging Donald Trump to impose tariffs on the UK unless they drop the Online Safety Act.
This Prime Minister is so desperate now, he's so on the run, that he resorted just to outright lies. Outright lies. The idea that I've suggested we should be punished with tariffs, I've never said anything of that kind whatsoever. What I'm saying is the opposite. What I'm saying to Americans is, please have a chat with the British government, say this is not going to work the way it currently is, and for the betterment of both of us, let's rethink the legislation.
But you're not in Parliament, it's PMQs, you're Reform's leader, why?
So what? What can I do there? I sit in Parliament, I get abused by everybody, I get to answer once every 2 or 3 months. I don't think that should be a priority over talking here to American legislators and American companies who matter a lot to our country.
What would you replace the Online Safety Act with? It's there to protect our children, your grandchildren, from seeing awful things on the internet.
Look, we all want solutions. I gave a suggestion this morning to this committee. I said maybe there's something in hardware. Maybe under 16-year-olds or whatever it is can only have a certain type of handset which would prohibit them from going into certain areas of the internet. By the way, there are always ways round these things, but that might be an attempt. I want to protect children. There's not a parent in Britain doesn't want to protect their children. But if this is to protect children, why does the Act set up an elite police force to look at what we say?
And just on this final issue, Mark Rowley's comments appear to suggest he's saying, well, the police have to interpret the law as passed by Parliament. Where's the guidance, the written guidance from the Home Secretary?
I think the boss of the Metropolitan Police has thrown this very hot potato straight into Keir Starmer's lap. And he can't obfuscate. He's got to decide pretty quickly what this legislation means.
Back in the UK, big issues for Angela Rayner. You know about tax. Do you feel, are you sympathetic towards her? She's trying to get the sympathy card by talking about her family. Obviously, it's an emotional interview with broadcasters today, but she has admitted wrongly avoiding money in tax.
Well, I'm sure if that had, if a case like that was me, you'd all be demanding that I resign. I don't quite see how I just don't see how she survives this.
Is it time the police got involved?
Well, it's not for me to comment, but I think, the facts are all out there in the open. She's admitted she's done it. It's certainly an HMRC issue to begin with. I just don't see how you survive this.
So she's off to resign this week?
I think it's more likely than not.
Nigel Farage, thank you for joining us.